prison for two men convicted of killing two Westland teenagers.
They were sentenced today for the brutal killings. You may recall the boys were found in a Detroit field, shot execution style. 7 Action News reporter Jennifer BISRAM takes us inside the emotional courtroom.
Two mothers saying their final words this morning to the men who murdered their sons.
Jacob was my only son. He was murdered when he was 18 years old. My son had been barely shaving. He was my only child. Not only did the defendant take away my son's future, he took away my future. My future as a mother, my future as a grandmother.
The two defendants have taken away so many milestones from him. He was 2 months shy of his 18th birthday, proving to his parents that he could graduate high school, drinking his first beer at the age of 21 with his brother at a bar to celebrate his birthday, finding the love of his life, his wedding day, seeing his first child born, and so many more.
And then this jaw-dropper from convicted felon 25-year-old Frederick Young after he was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
I'd like to say sorry to the families of Ayanna Jones, Michael Brown, Eric Gardner, and I want to apologize to them for not being able to get justice for their loved ones who was murdered in cold blood. And in respect for the peaceful protest, I want to say hands up, don't shoot.
24-year-old Philando Hunter also sentenced to life in prison.
Do you have anything to say, sir?
No.
Police say Young and Hunter robbed both 18-year-old Jacob Kudla and 17-year-old Jordan Bobbish, made them strip down to their underwear, and shot them execution style on a vacant lot on Detroit's east side back in 2012. Their bodies found 5 days later by scrappers. Investigators say the Westland teens met the men at a home on Algonac in Detroit to buy drugs earlier that day.
I love you, Jordan Michael Bobbish, to infinity and beyond. And I wish to carry the weight of your burdens on my shoulders so that you may rest in peace.
In the end, knowing who Jordan was, I believe he would want me to offer forgiveness. Although I know I may struggle with that endeavor for the rest of my life, it would be what Jordan would want. And know that as I read this today in the courtroom, Jordan was standing next to me. On behalf of Jordan and myself, I will pray for forgiveness for both of you.
And the victims' families say while they did get some closure here today, their lives have forever been changed. Outside of the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, Jennifer BISRAM, 7 Action News.